So good afternoon, everyone. Really excited to talk about the opportunities and challenges in Edge AI while we're all here at the Edge AI and Vision 2020 Summit. And it's really, I couldn't be more excited with the panelists that we have for today's session, all experts and leading thought leaders in each of your fields. And so to introduce the panel, what I'd like to do is ask each of you to first tell us a little bit about yourself, your role in your respective organizations, and to get everyone's creative juices flowing, maybe speak to one use case in the world of Edge AI that you are personally excited about. So I'll go first. So I'm Samir Kumar, Managing Director in M12, which is Microsoft's venture fund. In M12, I lead all of our frontier tech, deep tech investments. That includes investments in propositions for Edge AI, computer vision at the edge, voice, natural language processing, also at the edge. To date, we have a handful of investments in this area, including Sentient, which is building ultra-low power silicon for voice propositions at the edge. Another company called Netrodyne, which is building a drive data recorder for doing computer vision fully at the edge for driving safety analytics. And also 20BN, which is building an AI-powered fitness trainer that runs completely on your phone and without requiring an internet data connection. So with that, I'd like to start with having the panelists also introduce themselves. So first, let's start with Stevie Bathiche from Microsoft. So Stevie, please go ahead.
Yeah, hi, my name is Stephen Bathiche. I'm a technical fellow at Microsoft. I have been there for 20 years, helping build the company's muscle around devices and marrying them to new experiences and new software technologies. I run basically an applied sciences team that helps develop new technologies for Surface and Windows. And one of the really exciting AI features that I'd like to mention is my team just launched this feature called Eye Contact, and it ships in the Pro X using Qualcomm's AI accelerator, and we're able to do some pretty neat things in real time, essentially changing the eye gaze direction of a person so you can have eye-to-eye communication. And why I'm excited by that feature is because it's the kind of the gateway drug that allow us to do even more really neat AI things that are coming in the future.
Cool, thank you, Stevie. Luis, why don't you go next?
Absolutely, yeah, thank you. Thanks for inviting me again. It's a really awesome group of people. I'm Luis Ceze. I'm a co-founder and CEO of OctoML and a professor of computer science at the University of Washington. So I, at UW, had started the Apache TVM effort 4 years ago or so. And now we formed a company called OctoML that's actually building a fully automated MLOps platform around it. So to enable users to build their models once and deploy highly optimized binaries in the cloud and in the edge. So to answer your question of my favorite use cases for Edge AI, one is always on health. In the short term, always on health devices, things like heart monitors, arrhythmias, blood oxygen, and so partially motivated by family history of events. And but in the long run, in the long term, I think there's a lot of opportunities in doing super deep molecular sensors that would require a lot of AI on the edge because it's simply, speed of light is limited, so you can't really react fast enough. So,
thank you, Luis. So, Steve, why don't you go next?
I'm Steve Teig. I'm the CEO of Perceive. Perceive is trying to upgrade sensing into perceiving, basically to put so much horsepower right next to the sensor that without using the cloud, without using external memory, we can put state-of-the-art inference and make it available to everything. In terms of an application that I find interesting, I basically want products that work the way they're supposed to, that it should be possible when you interact with an appliance or any gadget in your house that you can talk to it, have it see you, have it recognize you, have enough context to do the right thing, and without the creepiness of sending data to somebody else's cloud.
Cool, thank you. And last, but certainly not least, Pete Warden from Google. Please go ahead.
Awesome, thanks so much, Samir. So I'm Pete Warden. I'm the lead engineer on TensorFlow Lite for microcontrollers and DSPs. We're still trying to work on that name. We need to get that shrunk down. And what I'm most excited about here at Google is how we can actually put together a chip that can run on a coin battery for a year and do full speech recognition for 50 cents. So that was the sort of the use case that really drove what we called the moonshot, which was the research effort that became TensorFlow Lite Micro. And it sounds kind of crazy, but it's actually not that far away, thanks to the work that the whole community is doing. And once you have that, like talking about the things that Steve was talking about for Perceive, you have the ability to talk to everything that we build and have it react. You have a voice interface on everything for basically no cost. And that's kind of a magical world I sort of want to be in. So that's that's really one of the killer apps I'm most excited about.